how do you see these farmers, the good ones maybe? How do they track their expenses to ensure that they have this 15-20% profitability? How do on a daily basis? How do they track everything and make it happen?
The first thing they do is at the very beginning of the year is they look at what their projection is going to be. And they break that projection into months. Every 12 months, they know they project. And it's a guessing game, and I understand that. But you've got to start someplace based on the previous year's income and expenses. And they break that down for every 12 months. So what they'll do is they'll look at that at the end of the month or the end of the quarter, and then they back that off to a daily basis. Have a very good dairy producer that sadly has just passed away. And as he walked to the dairy every morning, he thought, what can I do to make my cows more comfortable today? And this dairy producer was extremely successful. Now, he was more than thinking just what I can do for cow comfort, but think about what he was thinking. As I walk into the barn, when I feed my animals, how can I make the most of the feed that I'm feeding, that I'm not wasting? When a TMR is filled and we have a windy day, what happens to things like mineral and the high-priced protein and the wind is blowing? We lose it. And they're thinking about, all right, now how can I save that feed? It's being blown around when I'm putting it in there. How can I do that? They're always thinking. They're looking at their milk production. They're looking at how the cows are being treated in the milking parlor. Is the teat dipping being done before? Are the cows being dried properly before the units are put on? Is the equipment working that the units come off at the appropriate time?